Now to Yukon, where a chiropractor has been suspended and will be off of work for the next 4 months. Several of his patients filed complaints with the State Board of Chiropractic Examiners, each accusing him of sexual impropriety. News 4's Kaylee Olives spoke with one of the alleged victims and her lawyer. Kaylee, what can you tell us about this case?
Well, Kaitor, Jacqueline Harrington used to be a regular patient of Dr. Mark Kimball's. However, about a year ago, she claims during a chiropractic session of hers, he maneuvered her into a sexual position, assaulted her, and ended up breaking her tailbone.
This changed me. It did.
Jacqueline Harrington, just one of 7 alleged victims in this case. According to the State Board of Chiropractic Examiners investigation, each one says something disturbing happened to them while inside this business. Documents reveal Dr. Kimball, a chiropractor at the Backstop, allegedly touched his female patients inappropriately during appointments.
He knew what he was doing and he knew what he could get away with.
The board's investigation detailed Harrington's complaint as Dr. Kimball allegedly put her legs in a sexual position while rubbing his genitalia against hers. Harrington says it went much further than that, though, claiming the doctor broke her tailbone in the process.
It's been quite painful at times where I'm in tears, screaming in pain. It's impacted my sexual life. It's impacted my physical well-being.
Dr. Kimball declined an on-camera interview, but tells us over text, quote, "I would never touch her inappropriately, and I never assaulted her." He also says he hasn't seen proof of Harrington's broken tailbone. Therefore, he says her claims are false. The board's investigation does show he admitted to having 2 consensual sexual relationships with patients, which the board says is a clear violation of their code of ethics. After nearly 2 years of investigating, the board moved forward with disciplinary action in February. Dr. Kimball's license will be suspended starting this month. He will have to pay a $3,500 penalty as well as $1,000 in attorney fees. He will be required to have a female employee present while treating female patients in the future, and he'll be on probation for 18 months once he's back at work.
I think the punishment was too lax. We are fighting for something more, and so our fight is now for the restitution for the damages he caused to our client.
This week, they took the first step to filing a civil lawsuit.
I pray to God this man is held accountable.
The Board of Chiropractic Examiners wasn't able to share if there were any prior complaints against Dr. Kimball. They did say he has no prior disciplinary history, though. As for Harrington, her lawyer tells us a part of her tailbone may now need to be removed.